Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new series. This series will be basically what my Representing in Smash series is, except it will be for Multiversus. This will be a little bit more interesting, I think, personally, than the Smash series will be, just because Multiversus is continuing to make characters, and so who knows? Maybe one of these guys will end up in Multiversus at some point. Do I expect this character to be in there? I don't know. But with all that out of the way, let's get to Willy Wonka. For Willy Wonka's passive ability, he will be able to pull a golden ticket up out of the ground. This will increase his defense, damage, and speed to himself and allies. It will also affect his ally AI partners, such as Steven's watermelon friends. Once the golden ticket is activated, it will only last for 20 seconds. While he is on the ground or in the air, he will call a golden egg that will fall from way up above the screen, and so will do damage all through the blast zone until it hits the ground. Once it hits the ground, it will do spike damage to where they will fly upward, and then it will disappear. This will always go straight down, and it goes down pretty fast, seeing that it's made of pure gold. For Willy Wonka's side special, while he is on the ground, he will simply do a chocolate slide, where the ground becomes slippery and he can slide over it. Anywhere he goes with this move becomes slippery, and so anyone that is walking on it will have essentially ice physics while on it. This makes it harder to do more specific moves or do spacing correctly. So it might mess you up as well. If you are in the air, however, it will create a giant water slide, but instead of water, it is of course chocolate. This water slide will be the same length every time, but the top will be where you started and the end will be on the ground. So, depending on how high you are, the steepness of the water slide will change. Once you reach the end of the slide, the move becomes the grounded version. But the entire slide does damage, just like it does on the ground, so if you space it correctly, you can smash the opponent straight down with the slide. For his grounded up special, he will activate the Wonkavator, which, if you haven't seen the movie, is basically his super awesome magical spaceship elevator. It will go just about as slow as Superman's sideways flight, and will capture opponents and take them all the way to the top of the screen. They can break out, just like all of those capturing moves. They can break out if they mash the button fast enough. Wonka and his ally can also get in the elevator just to ride it up for whatever reason. You can't take damage while you're in it, so it could be good for that too. It does no damage on its own, but it can just take them to the top. It doesn't launch them unless they break out, then it will launch them sideways, whichever way you were facing when you activated it. If you're in the air, however, the up special becomes the fizzy lifting drink, where Wonka will drink out of a glass and it will slowly send him up in the air. It will go quite a bit faster than the Wonkavator. It will do minimal damage when touching someone while in this state, but it will do some damage. They can hit you out of it though, so do be wary about that. While you are on the ground, using your down special, he will pick up a piece of chocolate. You have a 1 in 5 chance on his first pull to pull a golden ticket. Once you have a golden ticket, you can no longer pull one, and every one you pull after that will be chocolate. Until you die and respawn, then you have the same 1 in 5, 1 in 4, so on chances to get the golden ticket. If you are in the air and do not have chocolate in your hands, you will simply toss your hat towards the ground, making a trampoline. That will stay there until you use your down special again, where he will call back the hat and it will go back on his head. While it's out, you can't pull chocolate or throw chocolate, so there's no chance of getting a golden ticket. Every player can use it, not only you, not only you and your ally, but every player on the board. If you have a golden ticket when you use the hat toss, then it will do more damage and send you higher while you have the golden ticket activated. When it goes away, the hat will still stay there if it is still on the board, but it will lose the higher damage and it will lose the higher jump. If you don't pick up a golden ticket, however, he will simply throw the chocolate the next time you use your down special, whether that's in the air or on the ground. It will pretty much work like Bugs Bunny's pie or Shaggy's sandwich, similar to those.
Willy Wonka, the amazing chocolatier.
For Willy Wonka's grounded neutral attack, he will charge up a piece of bubble gum and pop it as he blows the bubble. While he's in the air, he will do the exact same thing, except for instead of it being more in front of him, like the grounded version, he will instead do it more in the middle, doing damage all around him. For his grounded side attack, he will do a cane trip, where he will do what he does in that famous scene in the movie, where he will smack his cane on the ground and then roll and do a cool pose. This will do damage to the side of him, of course, and has a little bit of range, but there's a lot of animation in between where he can be hit from behind. For the aerial side attack, he will use his cane as a baseball bat and whack to the side of him. For Willy Wonka's grounded down attack, he will do a cane whack, where he will whack with his cane straight down. If he is in the air, he will do a bubblegum bounce, where he will turn blue and inflate just like the pitiful girl from the movie and spike the opponent down. If he lands the attack, it will bounce him up a little bit, giving him more recovery than if it didn't. For his grounded up attack, he will throw his top hat up above him. This will do damage only above him. If he is in the air, the top of his top hat will open up, allowing a piece of equipment to come out. This is the good egg, bad egg piece of equipment from the original movie. It will randomly choose between good egg or bad egg. If it is good egg, it will send the opponent up. If it is bad egg, it will send the opponent down, spiking them in both directions, depending on which one is chosen. This gives a good bit of randomness to the character, where you don't know if they will be sent up or down. So it's not 100% reliable. So I didn't know this when I started making this series or decided to do it, but these will be quite a bit shorter than my Smash videos, at least as far as I know right now. I haven't started editing anything yet. I've just done the voiceover and have finished drawing everything and all that. So as far as I know, it'll be shorter. Definitely feels like it will be. I think it's storming outside. But if it was, and you were expecting this to be a little longer, I am sorry. I don't like to fill these up with too much fluff, except for at the end, just because there's no real need to. Just, tell you the moveset, get out, And so if it does end up being shorter, I'm sorry about that. But I think it's good for me, because it means I'm not making a really long video every week, which is basically how long it takes me to make a Smash video. And this one, anyway, took me like 3 days to draw, and this one took me like 3 days to draw and do the voiceover and everything. So I think this will be good for me to do every other week instead of doing the longer ones, especially since that video that I'm doing on the 24th hopefully will still come out on the 24th. I don't know, it might not. There's a lot of filming for that I got to do to make it exactly what I want. So it might be delayed, just like Morty was. So anyway, with all that out of the way, I'll catch you guys next time. Follow me on Instagram, because I will be announcing the next character 24 hours after this video goes live. So get ready for that, guys. It might not be exactly 24 hours, but It'll be close enough. Anyway, peace.